I'll be checking out the music video of Divine by Stray Kids today. It has been a little while since I've checked out some Stray Kids, but I've been recommended this video, so I'm excited to see what the future holds for me. This group is so full of energy. The dance choreography is just insane. The vocal ranges in this group shock me every time. But as always, let me remind you that this is a reaction and an analysis video, so I will be pausing and talking about the vocals. I have an array of reaction and analysis videos of Stray Kids, so do go and check them out. And please, if you want some more from me, go and check out my second channel, More with Jen. There's lots of fun content out there already. Go have fun. Let's get to it. Whoa.
All we need is love, dreams, and Stray Kids.
Whoa. Whoa.
This is the way I have my fun. Oh, hey. What should I do? Just do what I wanna do. 그렇게 쏘아 올린 곡. 뚜뚜뚜. 무대 위에 거인 우리 가리키는 문구. 펑같이 범상치 않은 시선들 내 출두. Yeah. Fresh on my shoe. Yeah. Back on your culture. Yeah. 예술로 접시. 주위에 없다. 또 삐딱한 리듬에 맞춰.
Okay, we're gonna have to stop, but whoa! That was such an interesting opening, and it kind of almost had with the magic carpet, Aladdin vibes, flying magic carpet, a whole new world kind of feeling. So I'm already hooked in this world. I love it. The feel, there's a really low, yes, we had Felix come in there with his low bass voice, but also there's a low bass frequency in the instrumentation there as well. There's a really lovely groove to this. It's almost, it's like a, it's quite slow. It's quite groovy. I'm really enjoying it. Right. Vocal qualities that we have here so far. There's a lot of, to ensure that we have a bright quality overall, we can use something called twang. This is the tightening or narrowing of the AES, the arioepiglottis sphincter. When we do that, and if we increase it a lot, it becomes really, really alien and ugly, and it's not the lifting of the larynx. That can also help, but this is, it just becomes quite ugly. If we decrease this and just have the right amount in for what we want, what happens is we actually get a lovely dynamic volume punch without reaching with our thicker folds, but it also brightens up the quality. We can hear that throughout. There's a lovely, bright underlining.
This is the way I have my fun.
Yeah, fun. Notice how we drop down. It's not fun. We're not dropping down to a darker quality. Da-da. It's almost like there's a lift to it. There's a lovely that we get ascending glissando at the beginning, and he does that after as well on the second line. Like he does a slide and there's These are called glissandos when we slide up or down. But in this case, we are sliding up and it's groovy. It puts me in a groovy spin already. And then here we go.
Hey, what should I do? Just do what I wanna do. 그렇게 쏘아 올린 곡. 뚜뚜뚜. 무대 위에 거인 우리 가리키는 문구.
Is that a throwback to one of their songs? Isn't that I can't remember what it's called now. God's Menu. I think that was my first reaction, one of my first videos that I watched of Stray Kids to film. And yeah, is that a throwback to that? Is that something linked? Because it feels very similar. Feels like it was, it had something unlocked at the back of my head that reminded me of that. But yeah, his delivery is so punchy. There's a lot of this rhythmic staccato-ness happening, and it's very punchy. Staccato, everything is plucky, rather than legato and everything connected all together. This is very punchy. There's a purpose behind every single word for it to be attacked like that, and it gives us that kind of attacked feel as well.
Masterpiece. If you want more, follow me. Vibing, we put the world.
Reviving, what? Reviving, vibing, reboot the world. Well, it almost feels like that's what's happening like we kind of like, and then re-energize, we're rebooted. That's what's happening musically and vocally. Yeah, there's a lot of different, I love that they, you know, voices sound unique. We all sound different. So we have Felix with a really lovely, clear, punchy, full vocal fold closure. Then our third singer there, a lot of breath coming into play. Then here, a really lovely, relaxed feel. Yes, we have this post effect, like this muffled radio sound happening, and it's going as we're having these descents. It's really, really interesting. I love it. I love the energy. Where are we going now? I feel like the chorus is coming up. Oh. It's so interesting how they're structured. I love these songs. Okay, very spoken-led driven. Like it's just we got it pop. What does it say at the beginning? Watch it go pop. There you go. I knew there was a pop somewhere. It's very free. It feels like when we talk, we're not thinking about the notes, and this is what's happening here. Da 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 da, and it's very chanty. We can hear more than one voice. Everyone's on the same kind of tonality in this, so it feels more group ensemble rather than individuals popping out. It's wonderful. And what we're having as well in between those section, watch it go pop, then the next line straight after, we're having those glissandos come in again. It feels very relaxed and very like blasé. I'm really loving it. And it's just matching, you know, with the energy, that kind of slower bit of rhythm, but still very energetic. Oh, it's very straight actually. That instrument that follows.
Right. Fall out from the real world. 이젠 지구도 모자라 승천의 하늘로. 신통방통한 요술을 부리는 내 맛으로 모든 놀래 기고. 지금 나의 세계의 법도 다르지 우리 선도 흐린 정도 몰라 우리는 모습의 범도. 지리고 먹고 공문이 뒤로 숨겨 little 통쾌를 다시 절세해줄게 선도.
God, the instrumentation is so interesting. Yes, the vocals sound wonderful, but we get this dum 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 dum. Like really plucky. If this was an a cappella group, we'll be going dum dum. Like right, it almost matches that sound. And at it became more and more intense as we went through these two verses. But at the beginning, it felt there was this space, and space is so important in music because it allows our ears to then hear and pick up new things. And like I just did there, actually, when I watched that, as it then continues through this section, I was really focused on following that same sound. And it's really interesting because things are being layered and things are being added to this section, but because that was an interesting new feature, I was kind of following that. And yes, vocally, again, really, really lovely. There are some softer moments in this. It's not as punchy. The delivery isn't as punchy as what we had in the chorus, but it's still got more of that than this legato feel. It almost just follows on the same note. I love this section. Oh, that was really interesting, actually. We had two different singers at the forefront of the we make it right, we make it right. And it's got this lovely, this kind of from the low grumble slide up, that glissando. First time, I'm pretty sure it was Felix on there because we felt that depth to his voice. It felt like a much more of a drop. The second time, higher. And it's just wonderful how we hear these. It's not about doing the same thing each time. It's actually just passing it to what makes sense, what they want us to hear at each time. And I love that we're hearing differences. Yeah, this da, 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 da. It feels like it should be pushed, but actually having it very straight makes everything else, makes the rhythms on either side of that that motive stand out, because this is just ba, 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 just like punching that out. So intense.
보다 단단해 감히 판단해봤자 모를 대답 풍수지리 상대 앞길 창창해 높이 활활게 시선에 노름에 껴든 저 아둔한 player Let it show you how we play it not a game 동기도 쿵 돌아라
Whose idea was it to include like a squeaky toy squeak in there? That is genius. Like, why not? Pop it in there. I love that. And I love how we had, you know, it was just that melody, the instrument following the melody. That part. Just join in. So it's, again, empty. Space is so important because then we have that drop. I haven't mentioned it yet, but just the visuals that we're seeing are so impressive. The amount of work that goes into a video. And I've seen a few music videos by them now as well. It's just insane at the level, everything. Yes, choreography there, but also the camera work choreography as well. There's so much going on. That section just before as well, having that delivered much more legato, that breath coming through again, softens it up. It's good to kind of not have everything the same dynamic, the same loudness, the same tone, because then, again, like I said, our ears are then tuned to this, so that then when we hear the other motive come back, it's like a warm welcome. Oh, here we go. So we're not always just listening to the same thing. It still is impressive and not shocks us, but just feels like, I know this part. We've heard this already. Oh, lovely counter melody section here. Ah, ah.
We make it right.
Wait, hold on. This section is completely different. We're getting much more of a that full vocal fold connection here is super important because we're holding on to a note for a longer time, and we've got some agility now. We're showcasing some riffs and runs here as we're decorating through the notes. And for us to have more power and more support, the more full vocal fold closure that we have, the more natural of a setting that we are, rather than sending too much breath, the stronger we're going to feel, the more supportive we're going to feel, because that's our foundation, that's our structure, right? So yeah, we've got this beautifully here as we have a bit more of a showcase of this. Yeah, we've modulated here. Whoa! That was fun, yeah. Oh, off it goes again. Oh. Whoa! That ending was Stray Kids everywhere, all around the world, you make Stray Kids stay. Love it. Yeah, that's so... like we can almost feel a bit of the pitch shifting as well, just there at the end, just to hit everything spot on. That's more of done as an effect for this song. Really, really interesting. I love how we showcase that at the end. A completely different section as well. Loved that. Stray Kids are so good at writing and using really interesting hooks that make people continue singing it as the day goes on. I'm going to be walking around going, this, that, no, pop. Like, it's just constantly in your head that you want to go back to listen to it. So that's a neat trick. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please go and hit that subscribe button, the bell button, and a thumbs up button. Remember to check me out over on Patreon and check out any of the other links in the description below. I will see you very, very soon. Bye.